So in this video, we're going to look at the floor Cobra Undulations. That's my nickname for it. It's part of the Femme Freeline signature style, which is a Minister BellyDance creation. The Femme Freeline is basically a way of stretching and moving, signature to myself and my school. In stretching, mobility, flexibility, strength, all this sort of stuff. We use this, and we use this not only for stretching and flexibility, but also to help understand the signature movements of tribal from a trap, which is my style, tribal fusion, and to improve our body work. Our muscle work, our control. Again, the stylization of the movements is all part of it, okay? So this is like the stretching sequences. So the previous videos, and this video is all little short videos of the technique found within, because shortly I'm going to upload a video, and it may have already been released by now if you're watching this video, but it will be a video of a short warm-up sequence based on the Femme Freeline technique, stretching technique. So check it out, look for it because it might already be out, but these videos will be leading short ones so you understand what that is. When we get there, we can just do it, right? So if you want to learn properly, please come to my school here in the studio or online or live stream. Since now live stream is a thing, you can learn with me, and like there's no excuses, you can probably learn with me, right? Rather than these random YouTube tutorials, which are great, but if you want to learn properly, then come and see me. Okay, so how do we do it? Basically, you're utilizing your undulations through, we glide through the floor. So you utilize your cats and cows, and we utilize cats and cows a lot in the Femme Freeline technique because it's about mobilization of the body and the back and the muscles and the spine and things like that. So we're going to start with the hands underneath our shoulders. I strongly advise you to warm up first before you do this, because even though I use this as a warm up, we still need to be warm before we do it, if that makes any sense. Okay, so we start with the cats and cows, and we're just going to have articulate through the cat, and then come down through the cow. We're really trying to recruit as much muscles as you can in both directions. And in my school, there's so much more to it than this, but I'm keeping it quite simple for YouTube. But if you come to my classes or do the online classes, you learn this in much more detail. All the little details that make a massive big difference, right? So we go. Let's do two more. And now what I want us to do is we're going to travel in our cat. So I'm going to do go forward in my cow. So do cow position, I go forward, and then I'm going to articulate into my cat, and I'm going to shift back. And then I'm going to articulate into my cow, and I'm going to shift forward. And then I'm going to articulate into my cat, and I'm going to shift backwards. I articulate forwards through cow. I articulate backwards through cat. So this is basically a small version of the full version, okay? So we glide forwards, I articulate up into cat, and I shift back. So, depending on your flexibility of your shoulders, you may not be able to do the full sequence yet. Keyword, yet. But we can try, right? So what happens is now, we're going to start from the bottom. So if we go through, cat, bring your bottom back to your heels, and now articulate through cow and shift forwards. Okay, and then cat, and then through cow, shift forwards. Yeah, and then through your cat, and through your cow. Right, so now what happens is we put the full sequence together. If I start back in my, I'm going to start with cow actually. So I take my hands wider than my ears. If you have a yoga mat is really good for showing you how wide your hands should be. So my hands are going to be just outside of the mat, and I splay my hands, like jazz hands. Bring the hands outside of the mat. You are trying to imagine that your chest and your chin is going to drag across the floor. Again, it depends on your flexibility, but we try it. You could do something like this instead to begin with, because you might not have the range in the body, which is the whole purpose of the Femme Freeline technique, is to build the range and the flexibility for certain movements. Anyway, we try. So, I start with my bottom on my heels. I come down, and I'm going to now glide between my hands, slowly through the floor. And then when I get to the end of the movement, I come up as we're doing upwards dog, but then I contract and I round my back as soon as I can. I don't wait. I shift back, and then I go again. So I glide, try to go slowly, and glide through the floor, come up, and then you round the back as quickly as you can. Yes? So that's the floor Cobra Undulation. We also have the reverse. So from here now I start with my cow, but I come up and forwards. Now, again, depending on your flexibility or your strength, you might not be able to do this the full version straight away. So you might just drop back and push back this way like this. When you get to the end, you go again, so I come forward. Otherwise, what happens is I want to drop my chest down between my hands, push, drag back, and then round the back. So I go forward and around back this time, so we're reversing it. I drop my chin and my chest to the floor, and I push back. I round the back and I come forwards. Yeah? So, if you can handle it, if you can handle it, let's do 2 and 2. 2 forwards, 2 reverse. 2 forwards, 2 reverse. Okay? And again, it's the signature move for Le Femme Feline. And it's a movement that I use a lot to help open the shoulders and the body. And then you find when we dance in Tribal from the Trap that your body has a better understanding, has more mobility, has more strength, has more grace, has more range, has more control, all that good stuff we put together. Okay, anyway, let's go. So we're gonna do 2 forwards. Shape, shape, shape. 1. Breathe. Don't turn into a beetroot or a tomato holding your breath, bursting blood vessels and stuff. Don't do that. Please breathe. Breathe. Alright. And now we reverse it. Up and over. And down. Push back. Up and over. And down. One more time. Forwards, forwards. Good. Forwards. Good. And reverse it. Oh, sorry. Up and over. Down. Pull back. Up and over. And down. Pull back. So what will happen is, if you do enough of those, you'll really feel it tomorrow or the next day in your shoulders, probably in your chest a little bit as well, because it's all to do with opening up, which will help you with various other movements as well in my key stylization and techniques. So hope you enjoy it. Tag us out, tag me in some stuff, right? So it's Melissa BellyDance on Facebook and it's at Melissa BellyDance on Instagram. You can use Tribal from the Trap's music. It's license free, which means you can post it on all your social media and it will not get blocked. How irritating is that, right? When your videos get blocked, use this music and you'll be fine. There's loads of tracks to choose from as well. So thank you so much. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, please. And then I will post some more videos for you guys to get along with as well, to help you with your dancing. Okay, bye-bye.